What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. What a day for a daydream. I'm dreaming about my bundle of joy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday. I'm not even sure what the 2022 version of May the something is. It doesn't matter. All I know is it's the morning after the night before. And boy, oh boy, what a night it was. Ladies and gentlemen, I spent the entire night, like I'm sure all of you did, supporting Newcastle United as they absolutely decimated Arsenal. They decimated them for 90 minutes. Shut up, Bugsy. They made them look like a team that was on the beach waiting for the season to finish rather than a team that was trying to secure Champions League place. They were awful. Newcastle were really good and smashed the Arsenal 2-0. I spent the night with Dave and Jack from the Irish Hotspur. I think there was like 600 people that were watching, which is like 2 times as many people as would usually watch a Tottenham game. It shows how much it means to us. And I can't believe it. I don't want to be the guy who... Bugsy, shut up. What? Excuse me, guys. Do apologise. Sorry about that. Look guys, it's a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. I don't want to be the guy who crows too soon, because it's not done yet. The job is not done yet. As it stands, we are 2 points ahead of Arsenal with a goal difference of about 14 over them, I think. Maybe 15, something like that. And essentially, you know, if Arsenal win against Everton, which on current form is by absolutely no means necessarily going to happen, then all Tottenham need to do away at Norwich on the final day of the season is to draw. Unless Arsenal were to go and win like 15-0 or something. That's not going to happen. So, all we've got to do is go to the team that's by far and away the worst team in the Premier League. And because it's their last day in the Premier League at home in front of their fans, you would imagine that they would not sit back and do a low block and try and get the 3 points that way or a point that way. You'd imagine that they'll put on some sort of farewell show for their fans and try and come out and play, which will suit us. It will suit us. And I think because of certain players having certain things to fight for, like Sonny going for the golden boot, you know, I'd imagine that there's no way that Tottenham are going to rest on their laurels. It's, you know, it's almost certain to me that we're going to put on a decent version of ourselves. And listen, you know, I think if we can get this done, then we have to put to bed this Spursy like moniker that we have, because, you know, it doesn't help ourselves. Let other people say it, but let's not say it ourselves. If we can get this done, then what a turnaround. What an absolute unbelievable turnaround. Do you remember Nuno? Do you remember him? That manager that got us to like a minus 10 goal difference inside of 10 games of the season. Then that was this season, guys. That was this season. And Conte's come in and he's just changed some things. Him, the signings in the January window, some tactical shifts. And you know what, guys? I'll be the first to hold up my hands and acknowledge when, you know, I've been critical about things that now, you know, I want to praise. But, and I did. I have said that I've questioned Conte's, some of his tactical decisions in certain games, and I stand by that. But you know what? Consistency is key, and over the course of the season, we haven't been spectacular, but we've got the job done, or we're getting the job done now. And It's in absolutely no small part because of Antonio Conte getting the team to work together, getting certain specific players to really up their game. Shout outs to Ben Davies and Eric Dyer, Matt Doherty, even Emerson Royale over the last month since Matt Doherty's injury. You know, he's really starting to grow into his position to a point where, you know, I'm not entirely sure if I want to get rid of him anymore. Controversial statement number one. You know, I know we have 25 men squads, which essentially allows you to have 2 players for each position, and then an extra goalkeeper, and then 2 other players for wherever you choose, you know, to have them. And so a right wing back role wouldn't necessarily be one of the choices where you'd have 3, because I do think we need to improve in that position. I do think we need to go and buy a really good right wing back, but I'm at the point now where I'm not sure if it's sentimentality or what it is, but I genuinely do think that Emerson Royale is starting to become a better player week in, week out. And with the whole summer ahead of him, you know, and more time with Conte to learn the position, I think there is a player there. And so what I wouldn't mind seeing is utilising the kind of the under 23 squad where you can, I'm not sure what the rule is specifically, but I think you can, like, you know, if you were to go and sign a Jed Spence, you could bring him in and put him technically in the under 23 or under 21 squad or whatever it's called, and then him not be part of the 25-man squad but still play in the first team. And I'm not sure if you could do the same with, like, Oliver Skipp maybe. I don't know if there's any other players that would fall under that category. Maybe a Japhet Tanganga. I'm not sure, but you know, I wouldn't be that surprised if we kept hold of him. I think he's starting to grow on me, and I think a few other people are feeling the same. But that is a controversial statement. Anyway, doesn't matter about all that stuff. This is what I want to talk to you about, guys. The calibre. Like, if we can get next Sunday done, oh, start licking your lips. It's going to be the best transfer window for noise and news. Every day we're going to be linked. We're not going to be linked with the likes of, you know, Europa League level players. You know, we might be linked with, like, yeah, let's get Lewandowski in from Bayern Munich and stick him on the bench for Harry Kane's backup. You know, it's going to be awesome. The names that are going to be linked with Tottenham, the best club in London right now. Chelsea are on the decline, right? There's players that are leaving Chelsea. Christensen didn't even want to play in the FA Cup final. What a toxic environment that dressing room is going to be. You know, plus there's no guarantee that their takeover is even going through. There's every sniff and hope that might even fall apart. And if it does, Chelsea are not a place where the best players are going to want to go and be. Then you got Arsenal, managed by, like, Lego Head, who just doesn't know what he's doing. A young team, maybe that can improve, but you know, after their performances the last few games, I'm not sure many of the top players would want to go there. So Tottenham, if we do finish in 4th, you know, can offer, there's nothing that any other team in England can offer a player that Tottenham can't now, with the exception of maybe just immediate success. Like if there's a top player who wants to come in and immediately win, you know, two trophies and a title or something. Maybe that's all a step too far, but you know, we can offer them London, the best city in the world to live in, according to many. The new stadium, the training ground, working under Conte, playing alongside Kane, Son, Kulusevski, Romero, the World Cup winner and Hugo Lloris. You know, we've got, and we can offer them Champions League football, and we can pay them the right money. To me, I think we should all start licking our lips at the prospect of the calibre of players that we can attract to Tottenham, and recognise that we should be top of the list for London teams. And I don't know how many people would want to go and play in Newcastle. Like, as much as I thought Newcastle were fantastic last night, and I do have a soft spot for them as a club, they're a passionate fan base and everything. And I know they've got a lot of money, and I know that money talks, but you've heard a lot over the years that, you know, people don't want to go and live in Newcastle. The wives of the footballers wouldn't want to go and live up there. It's not exactly the nicest place. The players wouldn't want to train at the training ground that hasn't been, you know, touched in like 30 odd years. And Manchester United, would you want to go there? I mean, that's a project, that's an experiment, but it's a toxic place. I wouldn't want to be the first one through the door there. You wait until that whole place calms down a little bit before you start to think of Manchester United of old. Manchester City, I mean, how many players do they really need? And then you've got Liverpool, and yeah, Liverpool will definitely be, you know, looking to improve as well this summer. But after that, guys, I don't think there's any team that you want to be at rather than Tottenham. So it's exciting. It's so exciting. Let's get the job done. Let's not fuck around. Let's not, you know, do anything silly like take our foot off the gas or give away a silly goal or, you know, bad decisions and let Pookie in. Because Norwich, you know, any team in the Premier League is capable on their day, and Norwich have got nothing to lose, which, like I said, I think will suit us. I do think it will suit us. I'm just excited. I slept like a baby last night because it was like your mind was at rest. Like we kind of were almost there, you know, and I'm feeling extremely satisfied this morning. Of course, watching AFTV last night was I've never actually watched it before, but I watched it last night. I watched the highlights and the clips. Absolutely hilarious seeing their meltdowns. And I've been sent, I think within about half an hour of the game finishing, I've been sent about 30 different memes that are all brilliant. The speed in which these people, whoever they are, wherever they are, come up with these memes that just absolutely hit the nail on the head with how we feel and how Arsenal feel right now. And I'll see if I can add a few of those to the end of this video. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been, I don't know, 12 minutes of me rambling. But essentially, guys, here's the nutshell, right? We just need to keep it together. Don't crow too soon, because the worst thing in the world would be to give it away at the last. I don't think that's going to happen. If you're a betting man like I am, I've already seen the odds. The odds on Tottenham getting fourth now, I think we're like 96%, or 94%, and there's a 6% chance that Arsenal get it. But, you know, for that to happen, if Arsenal draw, we would just need if Arsenal draw, then, so Arsenal need to win, don't they? Yeah, they're 2 points behind. So Arsenal absolutely need to win, and that's not even in my mind that realistic. You know, I really do think that Arsenal are capable of anything right now. They look like an absolute battered and broken team that have lost all confidence and faith in themselves, and it's a beautiful thing to see. It's an absolutely beautiful thing to see. So they need to win, and even if they do, all we've got to do is draw at Norwich. But I don't want us to go there with that mindset. I want us to go there and spank them 5-0, send those boys packing down to the Championship with a kiss on the cheek, wish them well, see them in a few years' time, or in a couple of years. But Tottenham are going to go on to bigger and better things.